All right, welcome to the live. I'm gonna just give everybody a few seconds to come on in. Hit the like button when you get in here. All right, I'm gonna give it maybe like another 30 to 45 seconds so people come in before I get into what I'm gonna get into. It's Saturday, so people might be out living their best life, having a good time, not on YouTube. But they will catch this replay, I'm sure. Ariel. Hi, Ariel. Welcome to the channel. Okay. So, it's only a few of you on here right now, and I'm not sure how many of you were on the last live I did when I was cooking dinner or whatever. But somebody brought it to my attention that they actually gave me a congratulations, like, oh, hey, I see everything you wanted on your registry is purchased. And I was like, really? You sure? Because I haven't been checking my registry. And honestly, somebody on my Facebook platform had asked me for the registry. So that was the reason why I had made it. I didn't really plan on making one initially. So I went on and shared it on my YouTube platform as well. And I think on a couple of other my platforms. Nonetheless, she said, oh, well, congratulations for getting everything. And I'm like, well, you clearly telling me something I don't know because I didn't see anything up there. I haven't checked it, whatever. So I get off the live that night and I look and I see that everything was marked as purchased on the registry. So something inside of me just felt weird, like that, like it was just something off with that. It just felt really, really weird. I mean, I've made registries before. People have purchased if they have wanted to. It's never any obligation or anything. So it's not really something that I was like really checking for because I know that this is my house and whatever I need for my house, I'm going to get it all eventually. So I'm not really I wasn't really checking for it. Like even the person that asked me for it, I don't even think they purchased nothing, but I still posted it and left it at that. So I checked the registry, everything's marked as purchased. So something like, once again, was telling me that something just felt off. So I called somebody that knew me personally that I know that is on my channel from time to time. And I asked her, I was like, well, did you see my registry? Did you buy anything off of it? She was like, no, I didn't even know you had a registry. So I was like, yeah, I really didn't talk about it much at all because it's not really, if I get something from there, cool. If I don't, I don't. Like, it's really not something that I'm like watching and checking off the list and really checking for. Because like I said, I'm going to get my stuff regardless. So whatever. So while I'm looking online, like about the registry and like, I guess like frequently asked questions, I see a question that says, how do you mark things as purchased or something like that? So I click on it. And to me, it was basically just saying a person could be in the store. Like if they print your registry off, they could be in the store and mark something as purchased or something like that. It was something along the lines of a regular viewer of your registry can go and mark something off as purchased. So I was like, huh. So that could be what happened, but I was like, I don't really want to assume that somebody would be that low to go on my registry and rig the registry by claiming that everything was marked as purchased or whatever the case might be. So I kind of forgot. I think I had called Walmart that same night, but the girl on the phone was acting slow. I don't do slow people. I can't really. It just we just don't click. Whenever you start acting like you don't know what I'm talking about, or you can't comprehend what I got going, what I'm saying to you, I just get like real turned off, and I just hung up the phone on her. I'm like, I can't deal with this right now. She acting like she ain't got a bit of sense in her head. I don't even know how Shotty got the job, but she just can't talk to me. So I didn't think nothing more of it. I have two Facebook pages. So I went on what my page, not my profile. I went on my Facebook page, and I went on there, and it's this girl that's always in my comments talking stupid because she just bored and have nothing to do with her life. So she was like, "Oh, why aren't you telling the people that you're getting these gifts? Why aren't you telling the people that you're getting these gifts? You." What she said, she was like, "You're not being honest with the alligators. Why don't you tell the alligators that you're getting these gifts?" And I'm like, first of all, I didn't comment nothing back to her, but I'm thinking to myself, why do you even care? Whether I'm getting gifts or I'm not getting gifts, what do that got to do with you? Whether I'm acknowledging it or not, what do that got to do with you? Like it just show how much business you don't have because you checking on the wrong stuff. You got to be checking on your own stuff. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, that kind of brought the stuff, the registry back into my head though, because like I said, I didn't care. Now, I go and I call Walmart again. No, matter of fact, I'm talking to my daughter and I asked her, I said, well, look at my registry and see if it's saying the same thing on your end. So what we end up doing, she said, yeah. So what I end up doing was adding a new item to the registry. And I'll send her the link and I said, see if you can mark it as purchase without even being in the store or without having bought nothing. And lo and behold, she was able to mark the stuff as purchase just being on the registry. So I'm like, this registry is dumb. Like, how can you let somebody mark something as purchase that they did not buy, right? So I'm like, okay, still, because somebody could have still actually bought this stuff. And I don't want to be like, not acknowledging it to the person or whatever the case might be. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to call Walmart one more time, try to get a different agent, see what goes on, what they got to say. I go and call, and finally they get to the bottom of it and tell me that yes, everything was marked as purchased, but nobody has actually purchased anything, right? So I'm like, okay, now I see why I felt kind of uneasy about it. It just didn't seem right that it would have been everything purchased on there. Because I'm like, with everything being purchased at one time, I'm thinking that it was one person that did it. And who could that person be? Unless somebody that watched me really wanted to support in that way, or with somebody that knew me personally. I don't see somebody going and buying everything off the registry. And I just found it kind of weird that everybody would have went and bought something around the same time for it to all be marked as purchased around the same time. Like I said, it had probably been a week and a half since I had even checked the registry, because like I said, I'm not really banking on it. If I get something, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm gonna get my stuff regardless. So now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna say something about it, because to me it's wild, and it really is a shame that somebody would go on the registry and mark everything as purchased in an attempt to make sure that when people actually go on there, if they did want to go buy something, they would think everything was purchased and they wouldn't be able to buy anything. That had to be the whole goal of somebody going on there and marking everything as purchased. That just goes to show the kind of people that we deal with on these platforms. It's not just, oh, I'm gonna talk a little crap in the comments. People will go as trying to sabotage you and your situation in real life. And it's just weird. Like, what did you get from doing that? It really is a shame. What did you get from doing that? Oh, I'm gonna go mark everything on her registry as purchased so that nobody could be able to buy her something. Like, what is that? Do you realize that karma is real, baby? And you can hide behind these screens and you can pretend like you don't know or that you didn't do anything. And that's why the girl, she's coming to me in the comments on Facebook talking about, oh, why aren't you acknowledging the fact that you're getting these gifts? Whole time she probably is the person that did that. I'm not saying it is, because I'm not in the game of accusing nobody, but it's real weird how she's watching and like, oh, well, you're not telling the alligators that you're getting these gifts. Why aren't you being truthful with the alligators? First of all, if I'm not telling them that I'm getting the gifts, that's not me being untruthful. That's just me not saying I'm getting the gifts. I don't gotta tell nobody what I get or what I don't get. I don't gotta do that. I never been one to brag about nothing. And even if I did share it, it still wouldn't be bragging. I just chose not to say anything if I did get something. I don't gotta come on here and tell nobody any in every part of my life. I don't. That's just bottom line and what the folks got to get in their head. Because I'm not, nobody moves me. I ain't no puppet. Nobody could get me to do nothing. Nothing. Whatever I do on this platform is because I want to. And the opinions of other people don't really care to me, don't really matter to me. So the fact that somebody would go on the registry and do that, and then all of a sudden, I'm not even thinking about the registry, but all of a sudden somebody comes in my comments and they following me on Facebook, that's my second page. And they're always on my profile as well. You see? So you're on every platform, even if I have more than one page on a certain platform, you're there on every last one of them. Watching my every move. Watching my every move. Coming to say, why aren't you saying anything about these gifts that you're receiving? So that was basically the person was like trying to let me know, or, they probably did it to get a reaction. And because I wasn't saying nothing, because again, I wasn't even watching my registry. It's like, oh, well, she not saying nothing about these gifts. Nah, you know what I mean? That's strange. I'm looking for a reaction. I want a reaction. So let me go and say something to her, because she's not acknowledging the fact that these gifts were marked as purchase. And it was really just that. They wanted me to come on here and be like, oh, thank y'all so much for buying me these gifts. I'm so grateful, which I would have did if it was true, right? But the fact that you're marking everything, first of all, I don't even know why Walmart is letting people do that on registries. If you purchase something, that is the only time it should be marked as purchase. You should not be able to manually do it because you plan to go purchase, or you think you're going to go purchase, or because in this case, you just feel like playing on somebody's registry because you don't want to see others get blessed. You're upset because you know what I mean? You don't have a platform. Whatever your situation might be, that's what you're mad about. So you're going to do anything. And really, I'm going to just even be taking a little step further. Ever since I got this apartment, y'all been living. A lot of y'all been hot. Y'all had the heat and the steam have been blowing out of y'all sideburns because y'all are so mad. Everybody got something to say about me and where I live at. Everybody's watching and clocking and ticking everything. Like, what? You're mad over an apartment. Jealousy gonna take y'all up out of here one day because it's silly. That's silly. Everybody got somewhere to live. It don't matter if my place is better than yours, worse than yours, whatever the case might be. Stop clocking what I got going on. I mean, a lot of things I see and I don't even acknowledge, but I just know for a fact that this apartment, from the things that I have seen, it's been coming from the apartment, honey. Folks wanted me to stay down at the bottom and still be, you know what I mean, wherever. And when I got a place, oh, they was livid. They was hot and exhausted because they was wearing themselves out trying to figure out how, what, who, and where. So it's just so weird. It's just so weird to me that somebody went and did that. Like, what would a person have gotten from doing that? Nothing. You just a hater. You're just a hater. You're mad that I actually have a community over here of people that may want to support me. And because you don't, oh nah, I'm gonna go and play around on the registry. But like I said before, don't think you're getting away with nothing. When you so bad, sweetheart, and when you trying to block somebody else's blessings, or you trying to just get stuff started for nothing. Like, remember, I don't check for you. I don't even know you. You probably know more about me than I know about you. A lot of y'all don't even have profile pictures and videos on y'all little pages y'all got over here on YouTube. Nothing. So I'm not checking for you. I could really care less who you are. So when you come over here, like, hating on me and do, you know what I mean? You're just sowing a bad seed. You just genuinely being a hater because you can't say I did nothing to you while you mad at me. You can't say you got no real reason to try to sabotage me or whatever you call yourself doing. Nothing. So you just out here just making trouble unprovoked. What you think gonna happen to you when you do stuff like that? Because you do know you could hide from me, or you could duck and dodge and pretend like you don't know what it really is. But guess what? You can't duck and dodge from God. He's watching your every move, baby. And he steps behind me every single time. He steps behind me every single time. So for whoever thinks that they did something to me, whether it be big or small, you do know that's coming back to you, right? Like on the real, you do realize that when you do stuff like that, it's going to come back. You will never escape your karma. You will never run from your karma. You will never be able to run from God. Whatever you put out, you will always get back, which is why I always put out good. I always do my best to put out good. A lot of stuff I be wanting to do and wanting to say, I keep it to myself because I don't want to put that out there. Why? Because I know it's a very high and strong possibility that it's going to come back on me. And it's never unprovoked. It's even in response to things that people do. And I still be like, you know what? I'm gonna let God deal with that. He gonna slide way harder than I ever could. Even though if I bust a move, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. That's why I stay in prayer so much. That's why I started praying and fasting in 2023 when I did. Because I know what it is with me. I know what it is with me, like for real. So again, I just let a lot of stuff go. I'm like, nah, I gotta be smarter with my actions, because even if I mess up in every other area of my life, I can't mess up with my freedom, because I know that there's people depending on me to take care of them. So I can't mess up with my freedom. So I let a lot run. It's so much that I could do. It's so much that I could do to people that think that they getting away with stuff. It's only but so much hiding behind a computer you can do. And if I wanted to, I could, let's just say, if I wanted to access somebody, I could. Let's just say that and leave it at that. Okay? So, with that being said, it's just crazy to me how much people do and think they're going to get away with it. I just put you in God's hands. That's what I do. Because whatever you sow is going to come back. So think it's cute or think it's funny to try to manipulate somebody else's situation. And your life probably already messed up now. But trust me, it's all going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Keep doing that. To me, the next person that you watch, whoever else in your life, keep doing it. Keep sowing bad seeds. Keep going after people that ain't coming after you. Especially people that's praying to God and living their life right. Keep doing it. Keep doing it and see what's going to end up happening to you. So I ain't going to spend a whole lot of time on this. If anybody went to my registry and you wanted to purchase something, you can send that money straight to my Cash App at this point. I'm not redoing the registry because all they're going to do is go ahead and do it again. Go ahead and mark it as purchased again. I'm not going to another platform. If I wanted to do Amazon, I'm not doing any of that. If you want to send me something, you definitely can. Let me see. Okay, so I put my Cash App in here as a poll. I was trying to put it as a question, but I don't see the option to do that anymore. Every day something changed on these platforms. But with that being said, if you want to send me something, there is no obligation. I'm not really checking for nothing from nobody. If you want to send me something because you want to congratulate me for getting a new place, you very well can by sending it to my Cash App. It's right there in the poll. $everythingAllison. I'm not doing the registry over. I probably could. I don't know if I could go on. I don't know. I don't know what I can do, but I'm not gonna play around with Walmart registry because obviously they got it done in some type of weird way where you can go on there and mark things as purchased when you didn't really purchase them. And some genius went on and marked everything as purchased because they're mad that they don't have a new place to get gifts sent to. Obviously, that's what it has to be. So again, if you would like to send me something, you could just send it to my Cash App. My Cash App is pretty much really in all of my video descriptions, and it's right here. I put it in there as a poll because, like I said, I didn't see the ask a question sign in here today. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But whoever that person is, I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to lean on you the way that I could. I'm not even going to wish bad on you. All I'm going to say is, please don't think that when you play silly games like that, that you're getting away with it. We could do whatever we want to behind closed doors, but it's still always somebody watching. So when you play with me, somebody who stays prayed up, somebody who is, I would say, pretty close to God and have seen God move behind me when people do dumb stuff, whether big or small, go ahead. I hope that it was worth it. I hope that it was worth it, because you're never going to get away with anything when you are malicious, spiteful, envious, and hateful. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I'm gonna also remind y'all of the free gift that I'm offering. The description for that is also in the link for that is also in my description box. It's the 5 unique date night ideas. I see a couple of y'all downloaded that again from my last live. If you haven't gotten your copy, it's absolutely free. Just go to the description in this, the link in this description, click on that, put your information in, and it comes straight to your email or whatever. Again, it's 5 unique date night ideas. Valentine's Day is coming up. It could be something beneficial to you. Get some little ideas for what you might want to go and try. You know what I mean? They're different than the typical average go out to dinner kind of thing. So if you care and want to go check those out, then you can. So I'm going to end it right here. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.